I refuse to not be first.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their guilt rings. Right, the bouncer's guilt ring.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day.
Andrew McCART, IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. I'm here with Boris Crighton. Boris, obviously there was words exchanged after that fight. You clearly thought you won. How frustrated are you right now?
You know what? As soon as that bell rang, the last bell went, you can see the demeanor. Anyone's watching of both fighters, and you can tell who won that fight at the end of the fight. You can see how I felt after that fight, knowing we were both in there and we both know what happened. At the end of the day, everyone saw who was landing punches and who wasn't landing punches. You can't finish the round and see his head is down, walking back to his corner disappointed, and you see how I reacted because I knew what I'd done to win that fight was enough.
Obviously there was words exchanged after the fight. You looked shocked when the scorecards got ran out and read out, and they announced Steed the winner. But what did you say to Steed between that sort of period there when you were exchanging words?
I told him that he knows I won that fight. And all he had to say was, I've got to win rounds. What rounds did he win? What punches did he land? You got to land punches to win fights. And when you watch this fight, I was landing the better punches, the better combination. He came forward. It was smart defense. And what? We don't appreciate that in boxing anymore, smart defense? All it is walk forward and eat punches and you win the fight? What kind of boxing is that? It's about being cute, it's about being smart. Look at my face, look at his face. He's probably that won the fight. And they're saying he won it by 6 rounds? And he's the one taking the most punishment? So you're saying that if you come forward and get your head punched in, you win the fight? Well, let's do that next time then. If that's all it takes to win the fight, I'm sure I can come in and get my face punched. If I win the fight, that's all it takes. I think good boxing doesn't count anymore.
Obviously you're frustrated and obviously emotions are running high, so you have had, this is your third fight in a month, you've been the B-side twice. Obviously this time here you thought you've been disrespected by the judges, and it was clearly a lot of people when you fought Lyndon Arthur last month that the judges were very unfair to you as well. How do you feel in both of these fights that you've came in, you've took them in short notice, you've showed everyone that you can fight, you're willing to fight, you're not scared to fight, but how frustrated are you that the judges ain't giving you the fair shake of the stick?
I just don't know what I have to do at this point in time. What do I have to do to prove that I deserve the chance to show them the fighter that I am? And if every chance that I get and I take it, I prove myself and I get caught short every single time, then what are we doing in this sport? We're just saying that we're going to protect this other guy over here, and the guys I really want to fight, the guys that show heart, the guys that show up, give it their all, win fights, still get caught short. What? Because they're the B side. That's all we have to say. Oh, he's the A side, and you just have to do a little bit more than him. Who was Steed for? I've come here and proved myself and showed that I deserve to be there. And every single time I show up and give it my best, I get knocked back down another step, and I have to climb back another step. Get knocked down. I have to climb back up. I get knocked down. How many times do I have to keep climbing? I'm ready to go again. But the sport of boxing right now has disappointed me, and that's a simple fact.
Obviously, what is next for you then? Obviously, emotions are high. It's probably going to be a tough question for you to answer, but I know you're going to go on holiday, and a well-deserved holiday at that. So what is next for you going forward? Obviously, the emotions are running high, so but again, what's next?
Like I said, we'll take a break. We'll regroup. We'll allow ourselves to have a moment of going through a proper training camp where we're not taking fights. And it's not about my fact of fitness. It's not my fact of strength. It's not my fact of skill. But clearly, there's something that we need to go and tap into to make sure that we're not getting caught short anymore. And if it means that having to go in there and stop every single fighter that I fight from here on out, then that's exactly what we're going to go back into the gym, train even harder, work even smarter, and make sure that when we come out, the super middleweight division can't handle me.
Still got the fire in your belly, still hungry?
Absolutely, absolutely. This takes nothing away from me. As far as I'm concerned, I've had 3 fights in 3 months. I won all 3 fights. That's how I feel. So I walk away with absolutely furious. I'm raging. I'm annoyed. I still have the same point to prove. I proved that, but clearly it wasn't enough. So we'll come back again, we'll do it. I proved it again, it wasn't enough. So I have to come back again and try it again. And we will try it again, we'll go from there. And hopefully the next time we'll be in the A side and we won't get these decisions going the way they're going right now.
Always have that contender mentality though, that's the thing. You've always got to go in as that contender.
There's nothing wrong with being the underdog. But all you ask for is a fair shake. I'm the underdog and that's absolutely fine. Steed failed weight. They brushed it under the carpet. What's next? I get robbed, I'm now brushing it under the carpet. What's next? What do I have to do for them to stand up and say, actually, that guy's worth the trouble? You seen it on the scales. Us talking back and forth because I asked him why he failed weight. Tell him I was unprofessional to fail weight. Again, you see how the fight ended. The man had his shoulders down, but somehow again he still gets picked back up and said, "Nah, mate, on you go. It's fine. It's not a problem at all. You're overweight, but you know what? It's fine, Boris. Come on, just take the fight. It doesn't matter." I say yes again. Another obstacle that I had to overcome. Say fine. You know what? Leave it. He doesn't need to lose though. He doesn't need to skip it off. Let's get into the ring. Let's do this. Went in there, punched this man's head off, and then again, soon opportunity to get my glory.
Boris, obviously, we're good friends, and obviously I feel for you. But listen, dust yourself off, enjoy your holiday. Like you said, get back in the gym, train even harder, train even smarter, like you said. And listen, I'll see you in the next one, brother.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Cheers, Boris. Thank you, mate.
Because I refuse to not be first.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their guilt rings. Right, the bouncer's guilt ring.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day,